Dillian the Body Snatcher right here. It's a champ. Big up to Sporting Icon. Subscribe. Otherwise, I might pay you guys a visit.
Well, firstly, thank you very much to RS for dropping a comment in the latest video. That was on the Joshua Usyk situation. Now, he dropped a comment in that video, or on that video, asking, have we all seen the latest Mauricio Sulaiman interview on the official DAZN app? So not DAZN here on YouTube, but its official app, the monthly subscription one. Of course, I'm subscribed to it. I'm sure many of you are too. So I went and had a look. Sure enough, there's an interview with Mauricio Sulaiman on there with DAZN. Of course, he talks about all kinds of things WBC related. Now, at the 12-minute mark, he's asked a question about why is Tyson Fury versus Dillian Whyte an 80-20 split. Do you know what his answer was? In brief, because Top Rank asked him to at the last WBC convention. Yeah, that's why. Because Top Rank asked him to. So had Top Rank asked him to do 90-10, would you have agreed to it? Now, also, as he's saying all this, he is also acknowledging that the WBC rules are that the champion gets 70% and the mandatory challenger gets 30%. So 70-30. This is in their rules. He says this. So what is the point in having the fucking rules if you keep changing them? What's the point in having rules when you got fine print saying, well, subject to change and at our own discretion and any other kind of... What's the point in having them? What's the point? What's the point in being a boxer trying to climb the rankings like a Dillian Whyte, for example, fighting for the WBC international belt, fighting for the WBC European belt and all other kind of belts, WBC silver belt, WBC interim title and all these kind of things, paying all the sanctioning fees over the years to finally get to the hurdle, the final hurdle, and then you stiff him. But he said that Top Rank's reasoning was that Tyson Fury got paid 20 million in his last fight and Dillian Whyte got paid 300,000. Again, Tyson Fury dollars, $20 million, and Dillian Whyte, £300,000. Okay, so do the conversion. As I explained in yesterday's video, and as Eddie Hearn said in yesterday's interview with IFL TV, as to why that £300,000 was lodged. Because that was his minimum guarantee. That's what he got paid on the night of the fight. The rest of the money, through the pay-per-views, the gate receipts, after all the deductions of the undercard, because obviously Dillian Whyte owned that show, he then eventually gets some money. Then, of course, he will then pay the WBC the extra money once he gets it all. Quite why that hasn't happened yet, I don't know. Or maybe it has. I don't know. But rather than the WBC president, Mauricio Sulaiman, saying, but our rules are 70-30. Our rules say a interim champion rising up to 45%. So the number should be between 30 and 45%. Should it not? Again, there's some absolute penises out there who seem to think that that's not the rules. That is the frigging rules. It's the rules. It's on their official website. People keep saying, oh no, that's old rules. Well, Eddie Hearn has been telling you this. I've been telling you this. How can we both be saying the same thing? Especially Eddie Hearn, who works in boxing, not you. How can he be wrong? If I'm seeing this on their official website, how can I be wrong? But again, up to the discretion of the WBC. These kind of words shouldn't be in there. These should be the rules. You follow them. If the WBC rules said that a champion gets 80% and the mandatory challenger gets 20%, okay, cool. Dillian should get 20%. But it doesn't though, does it? It says 70-30. That's what it says. I don't care if Dillian Whyte earned £2.50 and a packet of hula hoops. I don't care what he earned in his last fight. 70% to Tyson Fury, 30% to Dillian Whyte. That's how it should be. But when you throw in the fact that he's interim champion as well, it should be higher than 30%. Why is it that Dillian Whyte has been paying all these sanctioning fees and all these WBC sanctioned bouts with the international belt, the silver belt, the interim title and all these kind of things? Tyson Fury, who hasn't done any of that. He never paid not one penny WBC sanctioning fee, not one WBC sanctioned bout in all of his career up until he fought Wilder the first time. But yet somehow he got a world title shot after fighting Sefer Seferi and Francisco Pianeta. Two guys, let's be honest, a lot of you could probably beat. But yet he got 45% in that first fight. 45%. In the rematch, he got 50%. In the third fight, okay, cool. He got 60%. Wilder was the one who got 40%. But that was their rematch clause. Tyson Fury was never a big earner. He never was. These are the sanctioning bodies. These are the people who pretty much run boxing. Fighters do all that they can to try and climb the rankings to eventually get a world title shot. What? For what? To get stiffed? What kind of message are you sending out there, Mauricio? What kind of message are you sending to all the fighters out there? Well, these are our rules, but you know what? We can change them at any given moment that we see fit. Especially when somebody asks us to. At a convention. Top Rank asked us to. So what? You just do it? Absolute madness. Absolute madness. Now, look, ultimately, if it does turn out to be an 80-20 split and the arbitrator and the WBC and whoever else says, yes, it's 80-20, of course, Dillian will have to take the 20%. Of course he will. And again, I don't know why people seem to be thinking that Dillian Whyte is pricing himself out. No, he's just trying to get what's owed to him, which is a minimum 30%. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. He'll get 20%. Have you heard Dillian Whyte saying he's not going to take the fight? You haven't heard him say that, have you? You haven't heard him say anything. I know some Fury fans don't want to hear this, but this isn't about Fury. It's not about Fury. It's about the rules. It's about WBC rules. Roles reverse. If Dillian Whyte was the one who eventually fought Wilder, even though Wilder froze him out and even told him personally in a private DMs how he's going to freeze him out, and the WBC accepted this, okay? But even if somehow Tyson Fury was not the one who defeated Wilder, and it was Dillian Whyte who fought Wilder, beat Wilder, become WBC champion, and then we're talking about an 80-20 split now. No, I will be making the videos saying, no, that's not fair. Dillian, you need to be giving your mandatory challenger, i.e. Tyson Fury, if that was the case, a minimum 30%. Because these are the rules. And if Dillian Whyte fights Tyson Fury, beats Tyson Fury, whenever Dillian Whyte gets a mandatory challenger, I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's Anthony Joshua, Alexander Usyk, a Robert Helenius rematch, Manuel Charr manages to come through. Whoever it may be, I will quite openly say, Dillian, 70, 30%. That, because these are the rules. I'm a stickler for rules. So why is it that they can create rules but just amend them, break them whenever they want? Because of their fine print. There shouldn't be fine print on rules. There shouldn't be. If you want it to be 80-20, then that should be in your rules. It doesn't say that in your rules, does it? It says mandatory challenger, 30%. Interim champion, up to 45%. So pick a number between 30 and 45. That's where it should be. Not 20. It's very simple. People say, why do I get so emotionally invested in this? Because it's rules. These are the rules. It's not about Fury. It's not about Dillian Whyte. These are the rules. So follow the fucking rules. Drop your thoughts below. Click thumbs up. Subscribe if you want. I'm out.